The lake had always been quiet on weekday afternoons. Glassy water, pine reflections, and the soft splash of paddles cutting through the surface. I'd invited a few close friends and family, nothing wild, just kayaks, a floating cooler, and kids skipping stones near the shore. That's when the shouting started. "You! In the red kayak! You can't be here!" A woman in oversized sunglasses and an HOA polo shirt stood at the edge of the dock that wasn't hers, hands on her hips like she was about to issue a citation to the sun itself. She marched closer, heels clicking, clipboard tucked under her arm. "I'm the HOA Lake Compliance Officer," she announced. "This lake is for residents only. Your guests are trespassing." My guest looked at me, confused. One of them whispered, "Is she serious?" I stayed calm. "Bear with me." She scoffed. "That doesn't matter. This is a community lake. Guests are prohibited without prior board approval." I glanced around. No Husseins. No boundary markers. Just water, trees, and the same shoreline my family had owned for decades. "I think you're mistaken," I said evenly. Her face tightened. "I'm not mistaken. I've fined people for less. If your guests don't leave immediately, I'll have security remove them, and fines will follow." The kids stopped splashing. The kayaks drifted awkwardly. One of my friends started packing up. That's when something snapped, not anger, but resolve. "Hold on," I said. "No one's leaving." She logged, sharp and loud. "Oh, you're one of those people. The ones who think the rules don't apply to them." I stepped closer. "I think you're enforcing rules where you don't have authority." Her voice rose. "I absolutely have authority. This lake is human-age property." I smiled for the first time. "No," I said. "It isn't." Her smile vanished. "Excuse me?" "This lake," I continued, "is private land." "Mine." She froze, just for a second, then recovered with a dismissive wave. "I've been on the board for 6 years. I know every inch of this neighborhood." "Then you should recognize the parcel number," I replied, pulling out my phone. I showed her the county property map. The blue outline wrapped neatly around the entire lake and shoreline, ending before the HOA's boundary. Her eyes flicked to the screen. Then back to me. "That's outdated," she said quickly. "HOA acquired lake rights years ago." "Funny," I said. "Because I closed on it last spring." Her jaw clenched. "You can't just buy a lake." "I didn't just buy it," I said. "I inherited it and I've been paying taxes on it longer than your HOAs existed." Silence fell heavy. She straightened. "I'm calling security." "Go ahead." As she walked away, muttering into her phone, my guest stared at me. "Is she bluffing?" someone asked. I watched her pace angrily near the dock. "No," I said. "She's panicking." Security arrived fast, 2 men in polos, already looking uncomfortable. The HOA woman pointed dramatically. "These people are refusing to leave the community lake." One guard asked, "Sir, are you a resident?" "I'm the owner," I replied. She scoffed. "He's lying." I handed the guard a printed copy I'd grabbed from my truck, deed, survey, and tax record. He skimmed it, eyebrows lifting. "This parcel includes the lake," he said slowly. Her face drained of color. "That's impossible." "It's not," the guard replied. "Our whole boundary stops at the tree line." She snapped, "Then why have residents been using it for years?" "Because I allowed it," I said. "Until today." The guard cleared his throat. "Ma'am, if this is private property, the HOA doesn't have jurisdiction." She stepped back like the dock had shifted beneath her feet. But the bylaws don't apply here," I finished. Around us, residents had gathered. Phones were out. Whispers spread like wildfire. "So," I said calmly, "you harassed my guests, threatened fines you can issue, and trespassed on my land." Her voice trembled. "I was just doing my job." "No," I said. "You were overreaching." The guard turned to her. "We should leave." She looked at the lake, my lake, then at the crowd watching her authority crumble. "This isn't over," she muttered. It is for today, I replied. And for the record, my guests are welcome here anytime. She walked away without another word. That evening, the house sent an email clarifying T-Lake access boundaries. The next week, the dock on their side was quietly removed. And the lake? Still quiet. Still private. Still mine.